How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review, and it is some whole lot of things and stuff and bits and pieces up inside a double IPA action time in the form of Magnify Brewing's most important meal. Super interesting beer. I've done quite a few Magnify reviews. So you've probably seen them, posted a couple here and there. They're not too far away from me in New Jersey. They're starting to produce a lot more cans, but a lot of their stuff has been, or almost every single thing I've had from them is either a single or double IPA. Now, this is an Imperial IPA, a double IPA, but it has coffee, flour, and what was the last one? Milk sugar in it. So it's kind of interesting because, milk sugar, the confectionery sugared IPA from the milkshake side of things, and whatever you want to call it, is very popular now. So that's not too far out of left field. Coffee, okay. I've had some coffee IPAs, so not something you see every day. And the pastry flour thing. Now, flour and beer, people know about that. Brewers do it. Tired Hands is admitted to doing it. They obviously admit to do it here, and I don't want to use the word admit like a guilty thing, like, oh my god, they actually admitted it. Some brewers do put that in their beers for mouthfeel and things like that. So to see it prominently placed on a label is actually something pretty unique. So I thought that was pretty cool of them to actually include that on there. But yeah, other than that, as far as what else it says on here, it says a breakfast double India Pale Ale, most important meal. A double IPA brewed with milk sugar, pastry flour, and coffee in collaboration with Toka Coffee, Magnify Brewing, 9% alcohol by volume. That be that. Now, date-wise, this sucker there's no date on here, but I know my buddy Harry, thank you very much, Harry, who threw this can my way, picked this up yesterday. So, I think it is at max a little bit over a day old, maybe, if anything, as far as release time. Now, I don't know about actual canning. And label-wise, it's cool. It's Magnify's labels. They pretty much do exactly the same label over and over, just a little bit kind of, graphic in verbiage variants. But yeah, really excited to give this a whirl, because that the coffee and IPA thing, combined with the flour, combined with the lactose, I think I get where they're going here. But if you're going to throw out those, typical juicy, danky, which they usually bring the dank with their beers, danky kind of IPA-ness, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it kind of hashes out, because the idea of milk sugar, coffee, and flour, you're going for that breakfast angle, but you're throwing that dank hoppiness. They come off a little bit weird. I like a little bit OJ with my breakfast, so we'll see if it works. Pinky finger, nice head, neither rocky nor pillowy, pretty uniform, compact bubbles, and it's got a nice kind of orange juice, kind of turbid haziness to it. So, yeah, she looks like a double IPA. Let's put it that way. A New England style double IPA. Let's see what this nose has. Well, you definitely get the coffee in there. It's not super aggressive because there is a huge pop of like citrusy and danky hops, but you do get the coffee in there, and you do get a little bit of kind of lactose sweetiness. Is it cohesive and makes sense? Not really, based off the nose, but it's pretty herky jerky and pretty electric, I guess you'd say. So just that in itself kind of makes it interesting. So yeah, that coffee's in there. It's got a nice roast to it, but it's so weird to kind of have those kind of danky, juicy hops kind of like sitting right next to that. Don't really think about that. It's kind of like sipping a coffee and your orange juice at the same time. And a very, very soft kind of confectionery kind of milk sugar kind of thing going on. So yeah, she smells pretty interesting. She smells like a big, hefty, danky, citrus-leaning double IPA with, a little bit of lactose and a little bit or decent amount of coffee. So let's see if it works. Cheers. It's cool. In a flavor bouncing sense. Oh, I just got scared. There's like a huge fucking bug in here. How funny is that shit? I've been, I've spun out of control, in cars before, and gained control of them. regained my, obtained, or what should you say, kept my composure throughout that. I have been, pretty much robbed and kept my composure through such things. I've been in some pretty hairy situations, but twice, I had like a little thread kind of dangle off my arm and kind of flick against my arm, and I freaked out. And I just had like a bug that almost hit me in the face right now. Hopefully it's on camera. If not, then you think I'm making shit up. But almost hit me in the face, and I acted like I was just getting shot in the face with something. So yeah. Anyway, back to the beer review. It's interesting. Let's put it that way. I'm not gonna say it's well done. I'm not say it's rounded. I'm not gonna say it's cohesive, but it's pretty damn interesting. Everything that you get in the nose is pretty much in there in the mouth. Coffee's a bit more robust. Nice roast to it, a little bit of bittering. You get those danky citrus hops in there, really nice. More like even pineapple now than just generic citrus. And then you do get a little bit, not a huge bit of lactose, but a nice kind of lactose vibe. That kind of gives this bit of creaminess along with that kind of flour. Giving it a nice creaminess. Actually, the flour's not even that bad at all. It's not really all that gritty or grainy. It's because it adds a little bit of density to it. But they're all very singular. They're all just there. They're not playing with each other, not working off each other, not bouncing off each other. They're not making the beer better. They're just making the beer interesting. And I like it. I enjoy it. I have the one can. I wish I had more. And not necessarily something I would chug at home, but something I would bring to friends and be like, taste this, tell me what you think of it. And it's kind of like that kind of beer for me, to where I just want to kind of get people's kind of thoughts about what they're getting from the beer. Because like I said, it's interesting. It doesn't connect, and it's not super cohesive and something that makes sense. But at the same time, it's not bad. So I dig it. Just a little bit herky-jerky. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs. Adjunct laden. Let's go that way. Double IPAs I've had as laden now. One of the most interesting, though. So it's got that going for it. It's fun. It's tasty. And it just, a little bit thought-provoking. So that's cool. Value and availability, no idea. Maybe Harry can chime in somewhere. Tell us what it is. I'm sure it's a brewery-only release. I'm guessing anywhere between $14 to $16 a 4-pack. And just say if you like what way like this. If you like interesting beers. If you like coffee and lactose and double IPAs that skew in the citrusy, pineapple-y, dank kind of range of things, and kind of just go back to the beginning of that and just say if you like interesting stuff, because this is what it is. It's kind of interesting. Like I said, not necessarily the most cohesive beer, not the best beer in the world, but at the same time something that's pretty thought-provoking, pretty fun, and that does not suck. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Want to check me out anywhere else on the internet? You can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Massive beers in all 4 of those places. And yeah, there we go. Another review in the book. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice, weird double IPA right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.